check in with each other, dropping children off, picking them up. There isn't a great area for even the children to congregate in small work groups, and so we're going to create some common space in the atrium as you arrive. I think I'm going to limit it to that much of a preview and that much of a teaser, and know that we're working on the plans. We've retained Michael McInturf, Associates, as the architect. He was the design architect for this building, and a parent of 3 children at Country Day. Alexandra graduated last year, but all 3 have been lifers, and Abby's a junior and Ian's in 7th grade. So we're working hard on that. Do you want me to take questions, or do you have any quick questions, knowing that this is a preview and we're going to do lots more later?
I actually had a question about the security. I was wondering if you were interviewing any of the children based on the drills you've had in the past, because Jack had some interesting comments about they were in a room and there's maybe 12 kids in the room and there was one hard corner. So I think it's just interesting to hear what they've got to say about what's going on.
Right, right. We hadn't even thought of a formal interviewing process. I'll talk to Jack myself. It's always fun to chat with. Architecturally, like in the high school, there are some rooms that are just glass, there's no hard corner, and so we've been trying to fit to a very rigid protocol. It doesn't make sense sometimes, right? And so what we're being allowed to do now, and we've worked on that some hard corner issues, because we've talked about that both with the children and as we've gone through the drills, and then we debrief with the rangers and the administration. So we've talked about some rooms that don't have hard corners, and so why are we sticking to the hard corner rule when there's not a good hard corner? Well, because we were told to. And so we're putting more common sense into this too, I think is the answer. So I'll talk to Jack directly. I always love bumping into him anyway. But if your children do have ideas, this is what Country Day is all about. Come talk to us, because it's a great community and we love to hear their ideas. Eris?
On the lower school project, is it a two-phase thing then? The $1 million
is
windows and roof, and then the entries are separate?
That's correct. That's correct. And we're, the scale of what we're looking to do on the renovations, the new part is about $1.5 million, and we've raised $1 million for the repairs for a total project of about $2.5 million. We're working on, there's some just really exciting aspects of this. We're working on how do we have better outdoor space. We've been working with the Cincinnati Nature Center that created this playscape, and how do we create a more natural setting for the children. They built an 1.5 acres in their 3,000-acre complex that's dedicated to children and learning through natural play. Well, we have 62 acres of campus, all dedicated to children. How do we do a better job of opening up the campus to natural play for our children, starting with the playgrounds that we're going to be working with immediately. So it's going to be the entrance and looking at some of the outdoor space as well. And that's the second phase of the plan, the first phase being the repairs that we're doing. We're not adding a ton of square footage, we're just adding a couple thousand feet of square footage. And we're putting it in the spot where the science wing was built. It was an addition at one time. That the lower school is a hodgepodge of additions that have been done over the years. So we're removing a little bit of an addition and putting it right here. These are too small for you to see other than to just walk by later. And we're going to have a full show of walking everybody through exactly what we're talking about. And I want to make sure you all come to those. So
based on your past experience with the rate of fundraising, what kind of time and how many years are we talking about this being out? Like what our current second graders see?
So the question is, what's the timetable? We had started this project to do everything all at once, and we had started the project to do everything starting this summer. That was too aggressive both on the fundraising and the design side. As you can see, our designs are conceptual. We're just starting to get the faculty involved. I went to City Hall to get the tennis permit a week ago. So in terms of timing, we're hoping to raise the money by this fall. And that we would start either this fall or next spring. We need to give ourselves some room on that, but we're talking soon. And it's like, let's get it going and get it built. And usually construction is about a year in construction. But the earliest we could start on design and permitting is this fall, and I'm trying to shoot for as early as possible. But so this is an immediate project that we're trying to get done right away. So thank you for asking that. It was important. Well, you'll be getting my letter tonight or tomorrow morning talking about the opportunities to come see this more specifically. And thank you all for coming. Any other questions?
Great, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.